guys, what's up? I am flying solo here today. I've had a really exhausting week, and sorry, I just realized I don't have my. I do adjust my seating. I'm sorry. I've had a completely exhausting week, and I figured I would avoid bringing in a co-host and just see how it goes. If any of you want to join in, I will post the link to call in. Okay. That's the link if you want to pop on camera. You can just pop on and say hi. Oh, thanks, Val. I'm glad you like the name. It's not as entertaining as high calorie butt meat, but you know, this episode didn't really give me a lot of ideas, but but yeah, if you guys want to just like pop on for a minute and just say hi, or you know, if you want to like just join me for the entire episode, it's totally cool. I love when people pop on, so go for it. But crazy episode. It looks like there was a lot of kind of negative feedback about it from what I saw on social media. Your client, you got a rough job ahead of you. Your client can't even listen to a cookie. That's hilarious. Hey, Kaiwan, what's up? Hello to everybody who's here right now. Make sure you hit the like button on your way in, and just make sure if you're participating in the jacket giveaway, which I've got my jacket sitting behind me here. If you're participating in the jacket giveaway, make sure to comment something in the chat at some point, so I know you were here, and then I'll give you an emoji to. God, my seating is all messed up today. I don't know what's going on. My seating, my camera. I'm sorry, guys. I'm a mess. But oh, silly. Okay. Sorry, I'm doing the ad lib as we go along. Okay. Got silly. Oh, hey Jade, what's up? Hey Peyton. Yay. Well, M Blank, you don't have to sell your soul. As long as you're in the US, you know, you might win. Just everybody check if you're not following the Antler Queens on social media, make sure you do so, because I have a whole thread pinned just basically giving you ways to win entries for the giveaway. Hey Pamela, what's up? Jade, Pamela, whoever wants to pop in, feel free to do so. I posted the link up there. So, but anybody else? Hey River, what's up? Glad to see some new faces in here. Very exciting. I've got some news to share. Some of you know about already, but if you're not following me on social media, then you probably don't. But it's not about the finale coverage or anything. That's totally separate. But I will have a big announcement about that. I'm gonna have. I'm not saying who it is because anything can happen. That's why I don't want to like announce it until the last minute. But I do have a cast member booked for my finale coverage. So and it's somebody I'm really excited about. So yeah, it's gonna be awesome. And I also so part of the big news is that I am finally monetized. Oh, hey Jade, what's up? I'll bring you on in 1 second. I I'm finally monetized. So which is super exciting. So I have super chats, super stickers, all that stuff enabled. Um, you know, absolutely no pressure. Please don't feel like you need to send one or anything. But if you feel like supporting the show by doing so, that's awesome. I'm still trying to raise money to have this surgery that I desperately need. So yeah, it's like just feel free, but don't feel pressured. But I'm going to bring on Jade here. Oh, thank you, Jesse. Hey, Kenya. Hi, Carly. I'm so happy that I've got I'm seeing some more than the regulars. I'm gonna bring Jade on now. Hey, Jade. Oh no, your sound. Wait, what's wrong with your sound? It's all like. Oh no. Okay. I'm gonna drop you out and then I'll try bringing you back in a bit. So, oh, thank you. Oh, thanks, M Blank. Creepy, right? I know. I was trying to think of what that reminded me of, what that sound reminded me of. I I couldn't remember. I'm just going to. By the way, as we go along, I'm just going to pepper in my Mad Lib requests. Can somebody give me a verb? Jade, give me a thumbs up if I should try it again. Okay. Oh, nope. Nope, it's still warped. It's really creepy. All right, I'm going to drop you out again. All right, I'm going to mute you. Okay. Just give me a thumbs up if you think you've straightened it out. Hunting. Oh wait. Nope, it's still. I unmuted you, but I'm gonna go mute you again now. It's still making that warped sound. Okay, I've got you muted, so just give me a thumbs up if you're able to get it working. Hunted, right? Yeah, that was the word you gave me. Okay. Oh, thank you, Lindsay. That's so sweet of you. That's so sweet of you to say. The death of innocence, Javi. Yeah. Yeah. That's Taiwan is using a text to speech, so that's Javi. But yeah, I know that's so sad. Like I'm so bummed. But yeah, I mean, like I didn't not that I really care that much about Javi, but it was just like he was just this young sweet kid and he was trying to help Natalie and um Javi, my son, right? Okay. Is it working now?
Let's see.
Yay!
Awesome.
Yes, and you actually sound really crystal clear too.
Great.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yay! I'm so happy. By the way, I got my teal hoodie finally.
Yay!
If you guys don't know, Jade and I, along with Lexi, are going to be hosting H Block Queens, a Wentworth podcast. We're going to start that up after Yellowjackets ends. So yeah,
and
I'm
hopefully
excited.
After you have surgery.
Yeah, and I'm there's another person in the chat right now who we haven't actually talked about it, so I don't want to say who it is, even though she's with us tonight. But somebody else that's in the chat tonight is going to be helping me out, most likely with a Cruel Summer podcast. So really excited about that. That is going to start. Cruel Summer season 2 is going to start June 15th. I think it's mid-June. I think it's the 15th. But yeah, so we're going to we're going to cover that. And it's an anthology. So we don't even have to like, feel pressured to cover the first season before going into the second season. I already have a name idea. It was jarring to see her choose death or returning Travis. Oh, right. God, that was so sad. Oh my God, Jade, what are your thoughts on the episode?
Man, I don't even know where to start.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know where to start.
Oh, hey, Yassi.
Oh,
hey, Tanks.
You've got the adult timeline where you have everybody finding out exactly what happened, and then you have the teen timeline where, listen, I never knew I would love Teen Nat as much as I did in this episode.
My God. I know.
It just solidified how much I love her.
Yeah. It's like, well, I already did love her, but
I mean, I did too, but I'm just saying, like, I never knew how much she absolutely was my favorite until this episode.
Yeah. It's, that's how I felt. I had that same experience with Will in Wentworth. Like, I didn't realize that I actually cared about him until that scene.
Season 5 was when I started caring about him. Yeah. I get it.
Yeah, I just like that scene that brought him and Kaz closer.
Yep. That was the episode that, like I told you, my ex was watching it and she had fallen asleep and we were watching it, and I watched that episode and I was like, oh, I need to watch this series. Yeah. Like, this is like, I am into this, and I don't even know the background, like with Kaz and Will. I was like, that is season 5. It was season 5, right? Yeah. I think it was season 5.
Yeah, I think it might have been.
Yeah.
So like I did an episode. I did recap with Fire yesterday.
Yay! I know it's a long one.
Oh my excited. God! Oh, hey, Pamela's here. Pamela, I'll bring you up in a second. We went for 3.5 hours.
I'm so excited. I am so excited.
Podcast.
I love it.
I was joking because I told my husband, I'm like, okay, we're both super analytical. Like, my shows go long, her shows go long. We're going to end up going for 4 hours. Totally joking. Almost. Yeah. Let me bring up. Hey, Pamela.
Hey, Pamela.
What is up?
Oh, great to see you.
Good to see you.
So excited this episode.
Right?
Crazy.
I know. Crazy. It was, oh my God.
It was so good though.
Yeah.
It was so good.
I rolled back Natalie's part like a day later. I was like, wait, I just have to see it one more time when she's like, you're going to have to look me in the eye.
Yes. I know. She grabbed that blade and she was like, you're going to have to look me in the eye.
God, I love her so much. I love her.
Sophie Thatcher. Yes.
So good.
Oh my God. Like I just, yeah, so she's good. Amazing. I mean, I love Natalie in both timelines, but oh God, Sophie Thatcher is just like, both of the Sophies are killing it this season.
Dude, they are. Like, for real.
Okay. So Gregory has a comment here that I want to talk about. Why would they let Javi die when he knows his important secrets? Well, what's important about him dying is that there is one other person who knows now. And that person is vulnerable. And now he's got a bargaining chip. Now he has power.
Yep.
So
if he ever comes back to camp, I feel like
he's gonna
just go.
Well, I don't know. Unless it's okay. In the preview you have for next episode, you see Nat. Is it Nat looking at Ben and saying, you don't belong here? Isn't that what you see?
I can't remember because I wasn't looking
looks
for it.
Like it's Ben from like the profile.
Okay. Oh, so maybe, yeah.
I mean, I could be wrong. Don't quote me on that. But yeah.
I wonder if she'll go with him and he'll go down there and like explore some more. And he'll find a way out or something.
I really thought we were gonna see Javi, Nat, and Ben in the tree at the end of the episode. Like, I really thought that's where it was going.
I was wanting that to happen.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't think they would give that to us, you know what and be like,
that would be too perfect
together.
Well, I have a feeling. Okay, so in season 1, they were talking about it. Taissa said that they Natalie was the reason they got out.
Yep.
And I'm wondering if Ben comes back and shares the location with her, takes her there.
Yeah.
And maybe he does find a way out and gets out of there, and he's like, just hang on to this information. And like, I might not come back. I don't know what I'm looking for, but hang on to this information. It could be useful if you get into this situation again. Who knows? And then, that might be how they get rescued. And then Ben, like, when they come back, Ben could already be like chilling at Paul's place.
I'm really worried that this is where it's like he's gonna be like a blip and like go away, and he's in the tree, and maybe there's someone else in the tree. Who knows?
Right. Hey, Straw Dogs, who would have thought Javi was living with the Keebler elf?
A Keebler elf.
Elmer Fudd is his friend.
Yes. Oh my god. That's so funny. Did you guys notice the lantern?
Yes.
The missing lantern.
Did notice that. It was like the third rewatch that I noticed that. Yes.
Yeah, so Javi was definitely going back and forth between the cabin and the tree. So maybe he probably is the one who pooped in the pee bucket, because he was probably like, fuck you. You guys are all a bunch of cannibalistic assholes. I'm pooping in your pee bucket.
Listen, I told you guys it was going to be Javi on that damn pole. I said he was going to run away. And yes, he did run away, but it was in a different way. But yes, it turned out to be him. I hate the way it turned out to be him, but it did.
Yeah.
I don't know that I should be proud of that. I don't know.
Well, I've been 100% convinced that Javi was hiding underground since our listener, Jason, and I always forget his last name. It was the very first email we ever got. He emailed us back in June and gave us this.
It was really early on. I remember you talking about that.
Yeah, and I think we brought up his email on our episode, right? That we did together about did we, or no, maybe it was a different episode that I brought up his email.
I remember listening to that episode.
Same, Pamela. I remember that. I remember that.
Brilliant.
I remember that. I do too. Yeah.
Yeah. It was. Oh, I was joking that the bucket pooper was Nugget, but they squashed that theory. That's so funny.
Yeah. Let's talk about Nugget though.
Yeah. They're so good at making things completely unpredictable, because I mean, we really thought Nugget's gonna get eaten, sacrificed. I never thought that, like, okay, Nugget's dead.
But when Ty came up to her, I knew exactly same Pamela. I thought the same thing. I was like, they're not gonna do anything to this mouse. And then when she came up to her and like over her shoulder, I was like, this damn thing is already dead. I swear to God, this thing is already dead. And I was like, and then you see later on when she goes,
yeah,
I was like, no, don't do it. Don't do it.
I really thought. Chocolope. They were all starving and hallucinating, and explains the blurred edges. Yeah, they were all kind of losing it.
Can't trust the camera now too, because I mean, we only saw Nugget as a hallucination. So
right, and I think that's all he ever. I think that's all Nugget ever was. Honestly, at this point.
You think he was always dead?
I don't think he was ever alive. He could have been initially alive when she found it, but I think her putting him in in her pocket this whole time. No, I don't think it was alive the whole time. No,
I think it was always dead.
You think it was always dead?
Yeah, I think so.
You think it was dead when she picked him off the shelf?
Yeah, I think so.
I mean, that could be too.
Okay, here's why I think he might have been alive when she first found him. We had one of our neighbors had a rodent problem like over a year ago, and it made its way into our house.
Oh, no.
Fortunately, it was just mice and not rats, but oh my God, it was awful. But when we had the exterminator come, I swear he told me that because like we just, I mean, they didn't fumigate or anything. I mean, they just laid bait traps. And I swear he told me that when mice die, their bodies pretty much just disintegrate within like a couple of weeks.
Oh.
I could be totally remembering that wrong. But
I didn't know that either.
I didn't know that. I mean, it could be true, but I didn't know that.
Yeah. I believe Tequila is going to get in trouble for feeding the mouse. Oh, I know. I was worried about that too.
Yeah.
Yeah. I really like Nia Zendaya a lot. She's
I do too.
She's doing a great job.
Yeah. Picking up and where what was the actress's name? Akila.
Oh, Kia King.
Kia King. Yeah.
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 Nugget is actually the rat Misty. They had to recast the role after the pilot. That's so funny.
I saw someone.
I
saw someone edit together Misty watching the rat drown with Javi's death.
Yes,
it seemed like a parallel. I was like, oh
no.
That was really interesting to me. Because when Misty was approaching, I was like, I feel like she might swing that axe or whatever it was that she had in her hand. And it was so interesting how fast she is to turn on a dime and be like, Natalie, like, just let him die.
Yeah.
It's like,
yeah.
Some of that.
I was wondering.
It's true.
I was wondering because last week when they had the Caligula scene, one of the items floating around her was the pickaxe.
Yes,
and
it
was. I was like, I don't think
with the needles, and then a pickaxe with it,
and the flight recorder.
Yeah, and yes, right.
And I don't think we had seen her with a pickaxe at that point. So I was like, oh, that's interesting. So yeah, so today, like this episode, we saw her with the pickaxe. But Yasi, solidarity with the great writers. Yeah, they got 1 day in the writers' room before the strike started.
Yeah.
So hopefully they'll be able to give them what they need and what's fair. I mean, it's like I think some of these companies think.
Well, you've got the Directors Guild. Their contract is ending at the end of June 30th. So you've got all actors, directors. All of them are going to be in solidarity at this point.
Yeah. Oh my God. Oh wow. This is going to be.
Yeah.
This is going to be big.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's it's a shame if we have to wait.
If you don't listen already, you need to listen to a podcast called Hollywood Reporter Top 5. Gotcha. They inform you of everything that's going on. So, yeah.
Gotcha. Pamela, do you live in LA proper?
Yeah, I do. I actually was at one of the writers' strikes this past week at Disney Studios.
Oh, cool. Awesome.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's what you're essentially like hoping to be doing with yourself.
You don't have to be part of the WGA guild to go to the protests. You just check in. So like if anyone is in the Los Angeles area, like definitely stop by. It's just, you like picket with a sign for as long as you can. It's a great way to get your steps. It was really hot the day I went, but I'm definitely going to go back. And yeah, I mean, it's only been like week 4, I think, of the strikes. So
they went on strike the beginning of May. It was like May 2nd or May 3rd or something. I can't remember.
Something like that.
But so they just have to keep going strong. And if you're in the Los Angeles area and see them protesting, make sure to honk your horn, because I really think like people going by honking horns is what will get the WGA what they need. Because once we annoy the executives so much that they're like, oh my God, I can't work anymore because of the protesters, then they'll finally give in. But it's like the writers have been striking. Like they were negotiating again in 2015 to get more, 2005. So I mean, feels like it happens like every so many years. So hopefully we can finally get what we need.
But this is the first strike, like real strike, since 2007.
Yeah.
Right?
I
Am I wrong?
No, I think it is, isn't it?
I thought they struck in 2015, but I wasn't in LA.
I don't think that it was as big as the one. I think they're comparing it as the one that in 2007. I think.
Gotcha. Okay.
But yeah, 2015. I do remember that too.
Yeah. I like this. I love this comment. I thought the mouse would guide Akilah through delivering the baby like the rat helped the cook in Ratatouille.
That's like in her ear.
No.
Tell you.
No.
Oh my God. No. My husband and I actually just made a joke about because he's only we just watched the season 2 premiere yesterday. So that's as far as he's up to it. And so like we were talking about the show, and so he doesn't like, he just assumes that Wilderness Baby didn't make it at this point, but he doesn't know for sure. And he's like, oh, hey, what if one of them he's like, you know what? I bet Shauna has like a hat that she hides him in, like in Ratatouille.
So funny. I love people that are really behind on Yellowjackets. My friend I'm watching it with is I mean, maybe like season 1, episode 5. She's like, wow, Jeff is awful. I'm like, oh, just wait.
No, Jeff is gonna be the only person that makes any sense at this point.
Right.
Like,
oh my God. If I didn't love him enough already, he was so great in this episode.
Listen.
Oh, that dream sequence was great.
Yeah.
So great.
Yeah.
Very
it was.
funny.
No, I'm thinking about a different sequence.
You mean after the dream with Kelly? Yeah. Yeah, he was so precious.
God, I wanted to cry. Like I
did cry. Yeah.
And she's like, I had a sister. And she's like, no, you had a brother, a baby boy. It just confirms that he because we didn't know exactly what, we knew that he read her journals, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But we didn't know exactly everything that he had read. I mean, and that could be something that she had told him. We don't know, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, it's just oh God, that was so touching, and I'm like, now I actually like Callie. Well, after the Syracuse stuff, I like Callie. Like I can't help it.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So what I'm confused about is when Kevin and Sarah Dusha were there. That's what I'm calling it.
That was
Sarah
great.
His name is Sarah Dusha.
Yeah.
When Kevin and Sarah Dusha were there and they were showing Jeff the photos, like they were really adamant about their assumption that
it seemed really off. Like, why are you making it about Shauna being in the wilderness? You know what I mean? Like, why are you making it into like her being like a survivalist? You know what I mean?
It almost seemed like they knew something more than they assumed.
Right. Right.
And I'm wondering if so. Ty left that folder that she got at Jessica's apartment. She left the folder in her campaign manager's car.
I didn't think about
and you know, the campaign manager was probably calling the police like, hey, you know, Thaisa Turner took my car and hasn't come back. I don't know where she is. Can you go look for her? And
you're right.
I'm wondering if the cops got a hold of that folder. And I think it was just contact information in there, but they could have gone and gotten information from, like, there might be other survivors out there that may have spilled some info. Maybe Ben.
I mean, we still don't know if Ben made it out. I mean, everybody says no, he didn't, but at this point, like, who knows?
I feel like
I am rooting for him to get out, but I don't know if he does or not. I don't know.
I feel like with the tree too, and like the visions he's seen, it's like we could either have these in a parallel universe, or I mean, he could think he's in a parallel universe and he's just like losing his mind and like starving in a tree.
Correct.
So I like jury's really out on that
but
one.
But I think it's the prior rather than the latter.
Yeah.
It's man, I can't wait till this episode comes out. We talked about so much fascinating stuff. I feel like I could do an entire episode on the parallels between Javi's death and the moose alone.
God, it looked so similar. It was insane.
Yeah. Oh, it makes sense since now that Ty is not. Yeah.
I also found it so interesting that it really was, and I rewatched that sequence. It's like Ty is like listening to them say like, well, Lottie can't die. We can't lose Lottie. She's kind of like,
the young Ty.
Like, young Ty is like, oh, this is like, she like lays her head down, comes back up.
I think it was Fugue Ty.
I think it was the bad one
when she popped up when they were. This is probably going a little too far in the future, but like when she popped up and said, "This way," you know, like I think that was Fugue Ty.
Like her, it felt like it was.
It was not. It was not real Ty.
It also reminded me a lot of Allie, like freezing out Allie initially. You know what I mean? And like, what an interesting evolution for a character, you know?
Well, you know, she also made it. She also mentioned that, like, I think she told Natalie that, or was it Shauna? It might have been Shauna in the pilot episode. Like, she didn't mean to do that to Allie.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm almost wondering if that was the first incident of her fugue state.
She didn't say it to Natalie. I think she said it to. She didn't say it to Natalie.
Yeah, I think it was Shauna, actually.
I think it was
Shauna called her a sociopath.
Yes, it was when they were drunk in the party. Or at
yeah. And then she's like, I really didn't mean to do that. And I still think she caused the plane crash too, because of where Van was sitting.
Hey, we already talked about this.
Yeah.
Ty was.
She was missing.
It was either Ty or the Matthews. It was one or the other.
I mean, like there's more payoff coming with Lottie's standing with her family, being that wealthy. Like,
oh, hey, Joe.
You know, I feel like there's more to be done or said with that chunk of her background that we haven't seen yet.
Right.
Yeah. I love chocolate. Does anyone think adult Shauna is actually pregnant right now? Fayfire is convinced that
she's pregnant right now.
Yeah. Yeah. So we'll yeah. Well, I don't think she is
like in the current timeline.
Yeah, in the current timeline. I don't think she is, but Fayfire is convinced of it.
I feel like I don't know about that. I mean, she's not through menopause or anything like that. So I mean, like she's obviously able to procreate, but I don't know about that. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know how much I agree on that, but I mean, I'm not gonna just like put it away.
Yeah. I think Sarah Dusha dies in the next episode. I think we're all hoping for that.
God, I hope he does. God.
The teaser is Walter and Jeff moving a body together, which
and I'm wondering if it's Syracuse.
Yeah.
That was my first thought was
I hope so. My God. Oh yeah, Gregory. Yes, we end up with realities and then Trump.
We don't know. It could be Kevin.
What's up?
It could be Kevin. I know it's your lover. It could be Kevin.
Listen. My girlfriend's in the hospital right now, unconscious.
You don't know if she's still in the hospital.
I'm kicking Jade off. No, I'm kidding.
Shut up.
No, I mean, like, I have to, like, I automatically, like, just can't like a police character by default because they're always the bad guys. But
I know, but it's just
he's pretty. He's just pretty to look at.
He is. I'm a gay woman, and I'll say he's a pretty man to look at.
Yes,
but I'm just saying that I feel like Yellowjackets is always throwing us off on things, and I don't know that I'll hope it's Syracuse that's the body that we are seeing Walter say to Jeff, "You gonna help me move this body?" You know?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. See, I didn't even think about that. Bleeding Walls was so shining. Homage to Kubrick. I did not. Yeah. Shining's one of my favorite movies too. I can't believe I didn't think about that.
Oh wow, I didn't think about that either.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Ben is probably starving more than the rest of them as he didn't eat a bit of snacky. Yeah, I wonder if he's gonna eat Javi. We saw Travis chowing down in the preview.
Yeah. We also saw him like mad as shit in the preview. Yeah. And
he looks pretty upset.
I don't know who his anger is directed at, but it should not be Nat. It should not be Nat.
I don't think he will.
There has been other reasons for him to be mad at Nat, but this is not one.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel so bad for Natalie. Like I feel like this is gonna just destroy her.
Also, it's like, how do you just go back in the cabin?
Let's talk about that. Okay, Pamela, let's talk about this. Okay. I said from the beginning, I did not think that they were going to get to eating each other until the second winter. And you can, listen to that, on other podcasts. But this is pretty clear that they have decided because they want to protect Lottie, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So when they pulled out that deck of cards, what were you guys thinking? Because I was not thinking it was going to be I did not think it was going to end up the way that it did.
Well, Sophie and Elise already spoiled it.
Oh.
I'll say I didn't see that.
Yeah. What were you going to say, Pamela?
When Shauna was like, Nat says you have to look me in the eyes. I was like, oh, Shauna.
Well, yes, but I'm talking about before that, when they decided to do this with the cards.
But I thought it wouldn't like lead anywhere. I thought they'd be like, oh, can't do it.
Because honestly, if they had done the cards, none of them essentially could have drawn that Queen of Hearts card. Really.
Yeah. It's so appropriate that Natalie got that card first, because she, like, we were talking about this, the symbolism and like what the different cards represent, and Natalie is the Queen of Hearts. Completely. She's totally the Queen of Hearts.
But Pamela, like, you were talking about Natalie. I didn't mean to cut you off. I was just.
Oh, you're fine.
Okay. Sorry.
You're all good.
Yeah.
But what was your thought on that?
Oh, I thought we were finally gonna get payoff with the Queen of Hearts, which was kind of fast, I feel like, for the episodes. Like, there's still a lot more questions about the tunnels. I thought they might kind of draw out the whole card deck. I thought this episode would be like, oh, we were trying to do the cannibalism, can't commit to it, not gonna happen, because we know Nat's not gonna die. But I mean, to see them chase her, and I mean, the look on Van's face was horrifying.
When
I know, I'm worried about her,
and this proves what the Antler Queens all along has said, that Jackie's necklace is something that's going to go on whoever is sacrificed, right?
Yeah.
It's proven. This has been proven. And when she has that knife and Natalie turns around and says, you have to look me in the eye when you do this to me. Like, I was like, there's no way Shauna can do this. There is no way Shauna is going to be able to do this. And at one point, she had, of course, she has the knife to her throat. And then Travis didn't give her the choice.
Yeah.
So
yeah, exactly. Like, it was such a flip from Doom coming, because it was like,
right, it was
Natalie saved him,
and she was singing like the stag back and forth. Shauna was like, even with Natalie. So
I'm worried about Ty, because like we saw how she was after they ate Jackie. I don't think she's gonna know that she was out there hunting Natalie.
The way she was speaking and everything, just
I think Ty was in fugue state. Absolutely,
I do too. Like, I'm really worried about when she finds out what, like, that she was hunting Natalie. How she, like, I'm worried for her.
I'm really curious to see what Van's deal is going to be, because they put a lot of shots on her. And showing her watching people die or about to die, like not breaking eye contact. So I'm very curious. It's also interesting, her role as the person who hands out the cards. I thought
I thought that was it's almost like she is the second hand to Lottie. Does that make sense? And it's always felt that way, but this made it feel even more so. Like in the wilderness, like she's kind of the second hand, but like in the adult timeline, like she's like, no, I want nothing to do with anything you crazy effers got to do. Like, I mean, like,
well,
she's like, nope.
I'm something I'm really curious about, because we see that they're like, it looks like they're going to hunt each other, the adults, in the next episode. And something I'm really curious about is when Walter was on the computer.
Can I say one thing?
What?
I love that Misty said, yeah, that's what the Heaven's Gates people used. The phenobarbital.
Yes. Yes, I've taken phenobarbital before by accident.
It's just a barbiturate, but it's not like a benzo. But still, it's just.
Yeah.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, my dog was on it.
I just thought it was funny that she said, "Yeah, that's what the Heaven's Gate people used." And I turned her head.
Oh my God, are you serious, M. Holy shit! So she said she was referring to a post. Somebody did the math on how much snacky each one of them would get. 20 something hamburgers.
Whoa.
That sounds about right.
Whoa.
Okay.
Why am I the one that doesn't seem surprised?
That's a shit ton.
I wonder how frequently they're gonna hunt each other. Cause I'm like, I feel like it might be like 20 hamburgers. That's
well, you gotta think about it. They're coming out of winter eventually, and they're gonna have other game.
Yeah.
But going into the next winter, now, do I think they're still gonna have this cultic type idealistic thing going on? Yeah, during the summer. But I think the Cannibal Council is going to come in hand, or going to become a thing in the second winter.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
you're not going to see it this winter because they're on the backside of it.
I think Lottie might actually die in the finale episode.
I kind of think so too.
Because I mean,
you mean adult Lottie?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Because they, she brought up the phenobarbital solution, and she's talking about like.
Yeah, I think she might actually like sacrifice herself. I've thought about.
I don't think she will. I think something will happen because the wilderness already chose her. She's been seeing the queen card.
Yeah, you're right.
So, I think the wilderness wants Lottie. So but I mean, she was just hallucinating though, so maybe not. I mean, it could, it's not like she didn't actually have the queen card there.
I think that's the easy way out, and I think Showtime's not gonna give us the easy way out though.
Yeah.
They never give us the easy way out.
Yeah, Chocolate, I did notice that. For a second I got excited because I always had this theory that Walter was connected to the cult, but
yes, they did. Yes,
they already knew
a piece of purple clothing that he pulled out of that closet.
Yeah, they already knew they were purple though, because I remember like they were he and Misty were talking about it.
Yep.
Yeah, the purple people
leaders. Oh God.
Yeah,
I'm a kid of the 90s.
Walter and Jeff will steal Adam from the morgue.
Yeah, there's nothing left to get from Adam.
Right. I don't think Ben will eat any Javi meat. He's going to leave the girls and go live under the tree. That's what I'm wondering.
I think that's what's going to happen. I think he's just going to live in the tree. Also, what do you think the little bones were? That's what I kept thinking about.
I thought about that too. I was like, oh, what are these? What are these? What are these bones of? And I'm wondering, like, are they like small animals or like, I don't know.
Yeah, I wonder if maybe like rats or something like find
or like squirrels or some sort of rodents or something like that he could put over that fire that's right next to that pile of bones.
Yeah,
I don't think he's doing it raw, but I mean, he could be. I don't know.
Well, one thing that I'm kind of excited. Like, I'm hoping this will actually play out and it wasn't just something to fill up space. When we saw Walter looking at the news website, I paused the screen to like check it out, and there was the governor had issued an emergency weather alert and told everybody to stay inside. Plus, there was a
spot that said
pileup.
she is a man eater. There was one part,
right? But but that's what. But no, I'm talking about like the headlines. There's going to be really bad weather rolling in, like really, really severe weather. And a multi-car pileup on Route 9. And so I'm wondering how that's going to affect things next week. That'll be interesting to see.
That's interesting.
Oh, talk about them being in upstate.
Yeah. So they're going to be like hunting each other during like a.
Well, I was bringing another topic in, but go ahead and I'll circle back.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm just wondering. Yeah.
Showtime also released an interesting like promotional video on TikTok that was like an ad for Lottie's cult, essentially.
Did you call the phone number? Did you call the phone number?
I didn't. I heard it's Lottie's voice though. I got a call, but
it is.
It's like we're located it in, and then it like kind of glitches and doesn't tell you. So I'm like, well, why omit that? You know what I mean? Why make that choice if they're not maybe already like in the same wood? So that's what I'm kind of wondering. I'm like, I wonder if they are at the cabin, but they all just kind of like, I don't know, there was like a collective mental blip and they all just arrived there or something. I'm like, I just think something funny with like the location of Lottie's cult is going to come into play too.
Yeah.
I can agree with that. Yeah.
Yeah, that could be. Oh yeah. If Ben gets back in time, I don't think he knows about the hunt, right? Yeah, I that's gonna be interesting. God, he's gonna come back to find out that not only is Javi dead, but he died because the girls were hunting Natalie.
But you see in the next, like the previews of next episode, that Natalie, it looks like she's talking to Ben. And she says, you don't belong out here.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh man.
Look, I don't know.
Oh yeah, Javi's tree hideout was located near the creek. I think it's the same creek where Shauna gave him the notebook paper he used to make his drawings. He's probably known about the tunnels for months.
Or it's the same creek, and that could be the same creek that remember that Nat and Coach Ben were hanging out by during Doomcoming. Remember?
Mm-hmm.
Remember? Yeah.
Sorry, I was listening to you, but I was just reacting to something I just saw in the chat. Have you talked about how Javi had the queen first? I didn't even think about it, Dark Ray. That's brilliant. The wilderness chose because he's the one that found the queen card.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
He's the one the wilderness
chose. Did not
chose,
think about that.
Yeah, I hadn't thought of that.
I hadn't thought about that at all.
Wow. Good observation. That's amazing.
Who said that?
Dark Ray.
Okay,
that's
Dark Ray.
Absolutely brilliant.
Wow.
That's bravo. Oh my God. That's I love it. I love it. So yeah, so Javi found the queen card and brought it back with him. So he had it first. So the wilderness essentially chose him, and that's why the events unfolded the way they did. Natalie was never going to die. It was always going to be Javi. So I mean, like,
that's still sad though.
I know. I'm just wondering how that's going to affect Lottie, if it's not going to be the case for Lottie because it was a hallucination, or but I thought that I saw in the trailer or in the credits, isn't Natalie like burning the queen card or something? Adult Natalie.
I think you're right. I think you're right.
Oh, hey, Courtney. Yeah, God, that just, man, Dark Ray just blew my mind. Sorry. Oh, she's got something else to say, or he, she. Sorry, they. I'm not sure. I I saw a feminine looking avatar, and I'm just gender assuming. I apologize. When they first arrived at the cabin, they mentioned there was no queen in the deck.
Yes, we talked about this.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. That's and that was Aquila. Is the heart the only queen? Yeah, Fowl, that's a good point. The heart is the only queen that we've seen so far. We saw one king, one queen, one joker, one ace.
It was king what did Javi's have? King of
spades.
I think it was spades. Yeah.
Or diamonds, something like that.
No, and then somebody asked, somebody online was asking, like, what do all of, like, the suits of, like, playing cards mean?
Mm-hmm. We go over that.
Spades are spears. Or, like, I don't know. Okay, we can go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah. Oh, no.
That's a whole thing.
I can bring it up right now because we actually discussed this in our recap episode that we did yesterday.
Okay. Yeah.
And
Fire.
Yeah. And I've actually oh shoot, I guess I didn't.
I can't wait for this 4-hour episode.
I know. I swear to God. I know. I'm so excited.
I thought I actually we just yay! I didn't say this out loud, but I was actually really hoping for to get 50 people at the same. Usually I get an average of about, like, I don't know, 200, 250 during the stream, but the most I get all at one time has always been under 50. It's always been in the 40s. So I was like, I really want to get 50 tonight. And it happened. We just went under. Yay! But yeah, we made it to 51. Woohoo! So yay, it's a record. Apparently there was a cutscene where they devised the card system. Yeah, I was wondering if that, like, was just
I'm wondering, is the Queen of Hearts the only queen?
Yeah. I think it is because there were no queens in the deck. And then Javi just came back.
Do you think with whatever happens in the past at the cabins that maybe, like, that was also a similar, like, this is happening again, but it's happened to whoever was at the cabins before, and maybe the people with the other queens of the hand are all dead, and maybe Queen of Hearts is, like, the last of it, and it was found. So I'm like, maybe it's something similar where it's like someone was being hunted, hid in that tree, discovered it. Javi discovers the tree, discovers the card, brings it back. The cycle continues type thing, maybe.
Oh no.
I don't know.
I just had a thought, like, I wonder if it's something about face cards. And I
was gonna say face cards. That's what I was gonna say. The jacks, the queens, and the
I don't want to think about that because I know.
I'm just like, oh God.
I have never thought for 1 second. Van's not gonna die. I've never thought that for 1 second. But if there is something about face cards, then that's that too.
Yeah, I thought about face cards. As somebody that plays blackjack and knows. Yeah, Oh, I don't know about all this.
Yeah, I think that's what I've always thought. I always thought, like, that Van would be saved with a blood sacrifice. I'm also wondering if the because think about this. So she, the big thing with Van is she's been invincible. She's been completely unkillable. And I am wondering if the wilderness brought them all to Lottie's compound because of Van's cancer.
I totally think
to prove a point.
Or because like the wilderness doesn't want Van to die and needs somebody.
That's what I'm saying, to prove a point. Like that. Here's the thing. Like when she said she had cancer, the first thing I thought was, oh, she's gonna be cured of it because of something that this cult does, or whatever. So that was my first thought. I don't know what you guys think, but that was my first thought.
Yeah, I think with the blood sacrifice, which I think will be Lottie,
that's what I'm thinking.
that I think it'll heal Van. I also think, like, if I was a writer's room and we just got Lauren Ambrose, I mean, they just did get the actor who plays Lottie as well. I feel like there's going to be more to adult Van's story than,
and we still don't know what Van's cancer is, though, either. There's still a lot of unanswered things with that.
Yeah.
Do you think that you're going to find, do you think that we're going to see adult Lottie sacrifice herself in this season, or do you think it's going to be next season?
I feel like we might see it this season. But I don't know that she said, like, we can't sacrifice ourselves. I feel like she is already kind of chosen. And she might make it easy for them, but I think she's gonna go.
Oh man.
I wouldn't be upset.
Hey,
I am not a fan of adult Lottie. I love Simone Kessel as her, but as a character, no.
Yeah. Hey,
no, she's no.
Hey, chat, can you guys give me a person, a common noun, a person, a proper noun, and an adjective? Just feel free to start to spit them out.
Doing Mad Libs with 54 people.
We're doing Mad Libs
now. Woohoo!
Yeah.
We might hit 60. Okay, so guys, I'm really excited. This was kind of a like I was not doing well last weekend. Not just physically. I was not doing well, but I also was not doing well mentally. Because a bunch of people blocked me overnight, and which just, raised the red flag for me.
There.
Well, I was like, it raised the red flag for me, and I'm like, oh God, they're starting, like, the people that are harassing me. Some of you know about the situation, some of you don't, but there's been a group that's just harassing me incessantly, like in a really scary level. They've been trying to deplatform me, all that stuff. So I was like, oh God, what are they doing now? They're doing something and they're trying to destroy me again. And I was so freaked out and so upset. And I feel like somebody made a blood sacrifice in my honor, because that happened. And then I finally hit 1,000 subscribers on YouTube this week and monetized. And the day after, okay, so that happened at night. That morning, the next morning, I woke up to an email from Chartable telling me, congratulations, you're in the top 200 podcasts for TV and film, which
yay!
It's like, I'm the only Yellowjackets podcast in that category.
I texted you that night and I said, look, I think you have over 1,000 subscribers on your YouTube, and you're like,
yeah, like I still, I mean, I may have fallen off the top 200 already because it fluctuates, but I made it into, I'm the only Yellowjacket, or at the time that I looked at it, I was the only Yellowjackets podcast in the top 200 for TV and film, which is a much more difficult category than after shows, which is what I would get into first.
It's awesome.
Yeah. I'm so excited. Like, so yeah. And I recorded with Aaron from Bald Move this past week, he's been my favorite podcaster for like 10 years. So
awesome.
It's been a really exciting week. So I'm like, I actually almost got some champagne to celebrate tonight, but I was like, I'm just going to feel like crap. Even if I have like a half a glass, I'm going to feel like crap the next day. Champagne gives me a headache.
Do sparkling white grape juice or something.
Yeah, I
It's
totally
still,
could've done
it's
that.
still
Yeah,
worth it.
another special treat then. A probiotic drink.
There you go.
Probiotic.
For 5,000, I'll get I'll get some sparkling grape juice.
Hey, will you guys give me just a second? I'll be right back. I gotta take my contacts out.
Yeah. Go for it.
All right, you guys go ahead and do whatever.
Yeah, I actually I was gonna just celebrate with some type of alcoholic beverage tonight, but then I was like, no, you know what? I'm probably gonna be in pain after I woke up and could not move after just from that podcast. And so I'm like, no, I think I'm gonna need to pop a gummy before I start, because otherwise I'm never gonna make it through. Or not a gummy. It's like these little tiny like mini candies. They're micro doses. So I take just enough to basically like help my body relax.
Yeah.
But I am so like if there was any episode out of both seasons that required a 3.5 hour podcast, it was absolutely this one.
Oh, 100% agreed. When I heard that, I was like, oh yeah. Like, I mean, there was this really felt like the episode that I felt like I was waiting for since the pilot, you know?
Yeah, I know. How do you think the wilderness will feed them? Oh no, I think it's probably going to be Lisa, and it's going to mirror what happened with Natalie in the past. No, please don't say that. I love Lisa so much. But
Lisa cannot die.
No, she can't. She can't.
I think we're gonna see her in this next episode.
I hope so.
I love Nicole Maines. I swear to God.
Yeah, I do too.
I love her so much.
Yeah. Sorry, guys. I had to open something and I couldn't get it open. I had to use my teeth. Yeah, Brandy. About the phenobarbital. I'm a vet tech, and that's what we use for euthanasia. Yeah, it's also used in small doses for seizures. I think for people and animals.
Yeah,
my dog was on it for years, and that's why I ended up accidentally taking it, because I accidentally took one of his pills instead of mine.
Oh God.
I think I just got really tired. Like, I think I just got really tired, and that was it.
Yeah, phenobarbital is it's a benzodiazepine. It's not used a lot now.
Yeah,
like maybe for like seizures and stuff like that, but you don't see it used a whole lot now.
Yeah. See, this is a great comment. Nat wanted to kill herself even after surviving the wild, because she believes she doesn't deserve to be alive. And that's what she said to Lisa.
Yeah, she did.
Oh my God. So it puts a lot more perspective on that, because like she was blaming herself for Travis killing himself. And I'm wondering if what she meant by that is because she feels like Javi died in her place.
Here's the thing. I don't think that Travis's death was what we think it was. I still don't think think that it's what Lottie told us.
Something's missing. Like
there's something that's exactly. There's something that's missing.
Yeah, I think so. Someone also said he ate Crystal, but it's not physically possible for him to have done that.
Where is her body? That was like so strange. Like that's interesting too. I'm like, what's going on with that?
What'd you say?
Crystal's body? Just
yeah. Where did it go?
Yeah, like I don't. Yeah, I don't understand that.
Are we gonna? I mean, because it's been proven that she is real. Because there's been theories that she wasn't real. It's proven that she's real, because Mari and Akila wouldn't have been going out looking for her had she not been real. you know.
I wonder
So
the wilderness is like, look, if you don't kill on the terms I want you to kill, I'm going to take away the body so you won't have it for food.
I mean,
yeah. God, that comment just blew my mind.
Yeah.
About how, God, that's like, I've had 2 moments of that in the fandom ever since I started watching the show, and that is the second one. That's number 2.
Number 2.
Yeah, the first one happened way over a year ago.
I know.
Yeah, I've only had my mind blown like that by 2 theories. So yeah, I wonder if the other queens are gonna show up.
I want to talk about how when, like, you know, obviously Nat drew that card, and then she looked at Shauna and said, "You have to look at me when you have to look me in the eye," right?
Yeah.
And then Travis jumps Jackie. Is that what happened? Because I watched it multiple times and I couldn't figure out. No, Shauna. Why did I say Jackie?
Yeah,
Shauna. Jackie's gone.
Yeah.
You know, Shauna. Okay, and then you hear that doom 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 doom. The world is a vampire. Do, 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 do. I was like, yes, give me some Smashing Pumpkin. Give me Butterfly. Yes, give me that.
That
loved song
it. I loved it.
Was amazing for that scene.
Yeah, it just
bullet.
It set the tone for the scene perfectly, and it also like is very evocative of Nat's character too. The song.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it was perfect.
Yeah, that's my favorite Smashing Pumpkin songs.
So
that's my favorite.
So I have like I'm kind of wondering about something. My theory right now is that we didn't see Mari or Jen pull a card. I don't know if there's anybody else that we didn't see other than Lottie.
We didn't see Jen or Mari, did we?
Right. Jen, Lottie, Mari, and Ben were the only ones who we didn't see pull cards, I think.
Because was Ben even in the cabin at that point, though?
Yeah, he was out looking around.
That's a question.
And my theory is that the people that pulled cards are all of the people who got out.
Well, not necessarily because Javi didn't get out.
But no, well, that's the thing. He found the Queen of Hearts. I'm wondering.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. Like
if the other queens are found.
Yeah.
By people, and whoever finds a queen in the wilderness somewhere is going to be the next to die. But they keep it to themselves because they don't want people to know.
Yeah,
and so they continue the hunting ritual. You know, like that's what I'm wondering.
Makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah, it's the only queen because I'm wondering if the other queens are gonna be like if we start seeing promotional material for season 3 with like the Queen of Clubs or something, that'll be really interesting.
That's gonna be an issue.
Yeah. I did learn. Oh yeah, did you see the queen card on Caligula's mirror in Misty's dream?
Yes, did see that. Yes, did see that. Yes.
So either it means nothing or both Caligula and Lottie are gonna die.
No, I think I don't know about
Dan won't die because I won't let her. I'll jump through my screen to save her myself. Yes.
Oh, we haven't talked about how Misty. We haven't talked about the adults. Like how they have come to the idea that it was Jeff.
That was a lot of really heavily relying on Misty's interpretation of an FBI,
and Jessica Roberts and Jessica Roberts.
Yeah. It was convoluted. It was
a little rushed, I feel like.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I will say when Misty says, well, you didn't have to outsource. And then it's like,
yeah.
In what way did you outsource? And it's like, well, Ty's the one that hired Jessica Roberts. And it's like, okay, now we're going to get some closure to Jessica Roberts.
Yeah. Yeah. Finally. They finally brought her up.
We needed it.
Yeah.
Some great Misty line as convoluted as the conversation was, and very like, all right, let's get you up to speed. Let's get you up.
Yep.
Let's get you up to speed. Misty's line delivery. And Lottie's like,
oh, Kristen,
doing great. Misty, you've murdered a person. She was like, it's very practical.
It was reasonable. Like, I did it.
Hey guys, can you give me chat? Can you give me some plural nouns and some more?
I had a reason to do it.
Yeah, I need plural nouns
and then
wait, hang on, Jade. I need plural nouns and I need person proper nouns.
I saw Amelia Earhart earlier.
Yes, I got that one.
Okay, great.
I got that one.
Oh God.
Straw Dogs, I'm banning you from my channel. Bruce will be the
I
blood
hope
sacrifice.
not. I love that little goat. When I saw
God.
the goat in the opening for season 2, I was like, oh God, I hope I don't have to watch them murder a goat on this show.
I love Bruce.
Bruce
so is my favorite. Bruce is my favorite animal character so far. Yes, I agree, Jemima. I would die for Nicole Maines. Yeah, they Gregory mentioned about Adam's tattoos. They scraped them off.
I know, so funny. I'm like, oh, see, Misty caught it after all.
With a cheese grater.
Oh, I like that. Well, I don't like, but it's like, it's funny that some of the Misty isms of Adam's death are getting compounded onto Shauna, and they're like, only a brilliant mastermind surgeon would have thought of this. Like,
right?
And then Jeff's like, she's not a surgeon. Like, she couldn't have done this. Like,
it's definitely a stretch to be like, oh, I think her PTSD and using a hunting knife makes her qualified to have murdered.
Yeah, to disconnect joints. Like, no. They are reaching. The police department is reaching. I will honestly say that.
Yeah, I think so. But I'm worried that they might have found something, you know?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Do you think that Shauna's case is going to be wrapped up by next episode?
No.
Yeah, I think it's going to definitely keep being an issue next season too.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Sorry, I'm typing in some of the words I'm finding.
Fine. A little
the Mad Lib
Black starring Shauna.
Yeah.
What is it?
Orange is the New Black starring Shauna Shipman.
I mean, I'd watch it.
Guys, this Mad Lib is going to be really, really funny.
I can't wait.
You guys are killing it with the proper nouns tonight. Can you guys, I also need a place. I need some places, common nouns, and some, person common nouns. Yeah, and I'm sorry, what were we talking about? I got distracted by my Mad Lib here.
We're just saying if Shauna's conviction or this whole criminality is going to continue on to being an issue with the Adam case.
Yeah. Right.
We think it is.
Yeah.
It's going to.
This is interesting. Krista writes, when they drew cards, Nat pulled 2 cards. If you look closely,
I saw that.
Did you really?
Yeah, she takes 2 and then she like puts 1 back, and it's I don't know. It's just kind of interesting because we've talked about how Natalie kind of like escapes being violent in a way.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't know, there might be something there with that. And I mean, also, again, it's like, you know, in a way, it's like she escaping violent by being the one picked, but also the how passively, like, Javi just died, you know, it's like, you just don't help him, he dies. I don't know. I feel like that was like an interesting choice.
Yeah. Yeah. I wonder, like, I don't know. There's something about Nat and Van. They're very protected.
Yeah.
For some reason. And
Van, oh, sorry, go ahead.
Oh no, I was just gonna say I would love to get more insight on that.
It was also very interesting to me that Van was the one that says, like, the wilderness chose Javi. Because I mean, she's like Lottie's spokesperson number one, of course, but it's interesting that, like, that's how they all justify, like, just watching him die.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're right.
I hear ya.
But in the same sense, like, it was kind of wild to see that, you know, when he starts falling through the ice and Natalie is trying to help him, and, you know, Misty is the one that runs ahead, and she pulls her back and says, no, don't help him. If you help him, you know, they're going to come after you. And it was just like, okay, had she helped him? I think it was one of those things where she knew she could not help him on her own. Oh, and she knew that it was a lost cause at that point. And I think she would have continued to help him if she knew that others were willing to.
If they were willing to stop what they were doing.
Yep.
Yeah, it's like
and chasing her, I have no doubt that she would have said, yeah, take me instead of Javi.
Yeah.
Because that's how Nat is.
Totally.
Yeah, for sure.
When someone falls through ice too, it's like, I think you're supposed to throw something to them and then pull them up, because it's like a really easy way to get yourself also
killed too. Yes.
Yeah. That's, I didn't think about that.
Yes. You're supposed to throw a heavy object. Yeah.
That makes sense. By the way, I need to shout out Rain Mixie, because Rain Mixie is joining us from Twitch, as you can see, like, where nobody watches me. So thank you, Rain Mixie. Thank you for joining and commenting.
Hello.
I get so happy when I see somebody from Twitch, because I just fall into the ether there. I don't know.
But here's the thing. I feel like Javi was very symbolic of that white stag that fell through the ice too.
Yeah, definitely. Well,
I think very like symbolic.
A white moose is supposed to be good luck, and
no white stag.
It showed up. It showed itself to Natalie, and then Natalie ended up not dying.
Yeah,
and it was almost like
that was the good omen. That was the good omen that came from that, because we talked about that on a podcast that you know, white animals are normally very good omens, and I feel like her not becoming what Javi was is a good omen. I don't know how to explain that, but yeah,
for sure.
He kind of took the place of what she was supposed to be, I guess.
Yeah. Courtney's got a point here that I definitely picked up on this. They shared everything as adults besides that Van had cancer. I'm wondering if she's like not telling them that because she's afraid that they might sacrifice her.
She was all about Ty not lying to her.
Yeah.
Like, you're lying to me. You're lying to me. Shauna, you're lying to me. Grabbed her keys, threw them. you know, and
that was so funny.
Yeah.
I know. She's like, gone. You're not leaving. You're not leaving until I tell you you're leaving. We're gonna talk about this.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Honestly, I would probably be the same way. I'd probably be that person that took whoever's keys and been like,
need the tea. Don't leave without telling me what's happening.
Wait. Where I'm trying to I'm trying to catch up. I got lost in my comments somewhere.
Band cancer storyline.
Damn it.
Yeah, I feel like we won't hear much more of Van's cancer until season 3. I really don't feel like it would be such a loss if they got Lauren Ambrose and she's in like
I agree.
episodes and then she disappears.
I agree. I feel like that's such an bust at this point.
Yeah, for sure.
It's not a loss, it's a bust. Like just why did you even do it?
Yeah.
I feel like do we know that Walter's not in season 3? Because I feel like he might
listen.
Yet.
I saw an article that said that he was very willing to go into season 3 if need be. So we don't know that he dies in season 2.
Yeah,
so
mm-hmm.
Apparently Elijah Wood told the production company like he was willing to do more.
That's great.
So you heard that too, Kelly?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
I read an article that said that. Yeah.
His man.
I like Walter. I know a lot of people don't.
I do too. And I don't think he's bad. And here's the thing: this last episode, when he goes to the police department webpage and starts typing in, I have information that might be, pertinent to your investigation. I think he's leading them elsewhere. I'll be honest with you.
You guys, we hit 60.
Yay! That's awesome.
I think
so happy.
I do think he's leading them elsewhere, though. I don't.
Yeah. Do you think he's going to be like a backstabber?
In leading up to this preview, where he's looking at Jeff and saying, "You going to help me move this body?" Like.
Yeah.
I hope it's Syracuse. God, I hope it is.
Oh man.
I have never loved a show so much where I've looked at and been like, I want these people to die.
Right?
I mean, maybe Walking Dead, but no, I have never.
Oh my God.
There were some Walking Dead characters and I was like, I want them to die. But I left The Walking Dead in season 7. So no.
Was Walter doing 2 puzzles at once? That is insane.
I know. I thought that too. I thought that it looked like that too.
Wait, that's not the. Yeah. Okay. This is another great comment. The way Misty watches the rat in the pool is similar to how she pulls Nat back and they watch Javi drown. Wow. Yeah, that's so crazy.
That's very true. Very true.
Yeah.
Little fish, big fish swimming in the water. Yep. Mm-hmm.
I loved when Misty referred to Walter as her boyfriend.
Yes.
Okay. So Walter was listening to
a PJ Harvey song. Little fish.
Down by the water. Yeah.
But
water. Not While I'm Around is a Sweeney Todd song.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
I clocked that. I got worried that hearing that and it was the shots of his house. I was like, oh God, is someone going to murder him? And then I was like, no, I think he's oh my God, not Mrs. Sweeney Todd. What's her name?
The
Helena Bonham Carter in the movie.
Mrs. Lovett.
Mrs. Lovett. Thank you. I'm like,
Mrs. Lovett. Yes. Mrs. Lovett.
Yeah. Hey, Shay's back. Hey, Shay. What's up? She popped in earlier. But I figured Walter had stolen Adam's body parts, so they wouldn't have the evidence, but I'm hoping for copy. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I haven't watched Behind the Buzz yet.
So what about them using a cheese grater for his tattoos?
Oh my God.
It's so disturbing.
Oh my God, damn. I am, you know what? I've got a couple of person proper nouns left, so I'm gonna put in people
cheese grater
here right now. No, I'm gonna put in our group here. Let's
where is Behind the Buzz?
Right.
Yeah, it's on. Well, I watch Showtime on Hulu.
I don't know what that is either.
And there is Behind the Buzz are listed as like extras.
Oh, okay.
So, but I'm sure they probably show them right after the episode. I'm guessing if you're watching it live, I'm not sure. Hey guys, can you give me some more? Can you give me I need a feeling, emotion, some adjectives, and a substance. So yeah, I feel like Lauren is pretty switched on. I don't think I've never, like, everyone was really upset when the cancer reveal happened. I mean, rightfully so. I was not upset because
I called it.
I really have never felt like she was going to die. I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, it's terminal, but there's going to be a blood sacrifice.
Yeah, I'm like, no cancer deaths on this show. No.
I called it beforehand, so I don't know.
Yeah, for sure. The Showtime's YouTube. The Behind the Buzz is on Showtime's YouTube channel. Okay. Oh my gosh, I'm not going to be able to shred any parm for a while. Goodbye, fettuccine.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Goodbye.
man.
Goodbye, fettuccine Alfredo.
Oh, that is rough. That's rough. Jade's lost it.
I just love that. Goodbye, fettuccine Alfredo.
Oh my God.
It's about as bad as Meteor Man. Sorry.
Oh my God. Jeez. I need some nouns too. No bloodletting. My gums bleed enough already.
That's unhealthy.
Yeah. I found it funny how Misty was the one who was the sprinter. She's not even on the team. She's the manager. Yeah. That was really interesting. So sick of recent series and injecting a terminal cancer victim. Yeah, it does feel kind of cheap in a way.
Yeah, they keep doing it.
But yeah, it seems to be happening a lot more lately. Yeah, so do you I keep thinking about like, we see a shot in the preview for next week of Walter hugging Misty. It looks like Misty. And the cops are behind him. And I'm going nuts. Like, I mean, what do you guys think? Do you think that he's like, what do you think that, like, that's all about?
I feel like he's gonna do some, like, I'm gonna, like, hack into the police station.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm thinking.
Something, like, kind of intense that, like, fits him like that. And Yeah, someone mentioned him taking the body and like removing evidence. I could totally see something like that happening, because here's the only thing about killing Syracuse. It's like that would be even worse. You know what I mean? It's like we would love him dead, but that still wouldn't solve anything unless, I mean, they killed also Kevin. But even still, I mean, it's like an open investigation and it's been like publicized. So
I agree. I think he's gonna find a way to make it work for Misty, his girl Misty, and the girls. You know, like I feel like he's gonna. I don't know that it's gonna be to his demise.
Yeah.
Again, we don't know if he's gonna. Look, we've been told one season, but he could be into another season. So I'm keeping hope on that. If he is, the reason why I say that is because he's looking at Jeff and saying, "Are you going to move this body with me or not?" You know,
right.
Like he's obviously trying to help in some way.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah,
I don't know.
Also,
Yeah.
So I watch on the Showtime app, and I swear that everyone's like next time on it's like a little bit different depending on what like service you're using. Because mine, I like usually can't find it at the ends of the episodes. I have to like go hunting around for it. So I'm like, it's interesting you said you saw that because I did not see that in the one that I watched. So I'm like, I don't know what's going on with the Showtime various services.
Yeah. It's kind of weird, isn't it?
That you saw what?
I like didn't see the same next time on as what Kelly is describing.
Like,
I heard somebody else say that.
And Jeff saying, or you're talking about something
I saw
different.
that, but it was when she was describing Misty and Walter hugging, like that wasn't.
No, I didn't see it either. I didn't see that either.
Okay.
I didn't
Wow.
see it either.
Okay.
It's not. It's not. It's not just you. It's not good. I didn't see any Misty Walter hug. No.
Yeah. I don't. Did I get a substance? I don't think I got a substance yet. Oh wait, no, I got something here. Okay. I feel like, oh gosh, I feel
the
like
last Mad Libs was amazing. I'm just gonna say, was it what Pamela and Nathaniel that was on that? That was amazing.
So funny.
It was so funny.
Oh my gosh.
I wasn't even available to be on live, and I was laughing.
Oh
I do think Randy will mess it up. He just comes around.
Well, Randy was the reason why Misty brought up Jeff, right?
The source of all our
she said
he shouldn't have been that nervous.
She said he shouldn't have been that nervous.
Yeah. Gregory says, I want a Dexter Story crossover. Wouldn't that be great?
Oh wow.
So funny. Misty's summer vacation.
Yeah, Misty and Dexter would be amazing.
Yeah. Oh my God, for sure. She would drive him nuts. He would kill her and
he would be like, nope, I can't handle you.
He would hate Misty. He would want to want to get rid of her immediately. Oh my God. Like that would be very, 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 very funny.
Also, she would be so outraged he works in a police station.
Yeah.
As a friend, she'd be
this
like,
is true.
I was like, finally, Misty gets to yell at Shauna when Shauna's like, I think I messed things up with the police. And she's like, I knew it.
I knew it.
Finally.
I gave you
the
right terminology. Like, why?
God. Misty and Nat were discussing the body and how deep they buried it, and Nat said they did it as she requested. So, yeah, so maybe he found and took the body.
She said, I didn't use a tape measure.
Yeah.
But he was deep.
Yeah. Even more reason that the body was found. Because I was like, Misty? No. On Misty's watch?
She said, I should have done it myself.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Okay, so I think all right, guys, can you two like just keep the chat going for a little bit while I just finish this up? Because I think I'm done here.
Greg,
what do you want to talk about?
Always do what the cookie says. I agree. Just listen to Misty's
Always
cookies.
Do. Agent African Great. Yeah. Yeah. It's true.
I really hope they keep Walter around because I'm really looking forward to Walter and Misty.
Same.
Such good screen time. Also, I'm like, look at this beautiful house, like Misty. You don't
like even like
want to live there?
What they did last episode with like the whole like campy Misty.
Oh yeah.
Idea, like with Caligula. Yeah.
So good.
Like a lot of people were like, no, I don't like that. And I was like, it's so look, I'm not into musicals either, but guess what? It was perfect for Misty.
Yes, it fit the show really nicely. I felt like
so
the Blade, Shauna Blade hand scene was like the perfect like little comedic like inside Jeff's mind scene. And like so fun
Absolutely
to get to see,
agree.
Melanie Linsky like be like the version that Jeff is like making up.
Yep.
It's like, what do you
and
mean
she's like, don't you love me? Don't you
Yeah.
love me the way that I am? Yes. Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Oh, yeah, Krista, we I thought you were the one that mentioned that, but maybe not. Yeah, Krista, we did talk about the two cards.
The two cards.
I didn't know that. Yeah. I'm almost done. Sorry, guys. You can keep it going. I just wanted to interject that.
Oh no, you're fine.
No, it's all good.
Yeah,
but let me talk about this. What would have been okay? So, are you familiar with Smashing Pumpkins?
I'm not super familiar with Smashing Pumpkins.
Oh God, how old are you?
I'm 29.
Oh, you're not that much. You should know. Okay. So, do you think there would have been a better song for them to have played with Natalie running?
For Nat,
because I thought it was amazing.
No, I think Smashing Pumpkins is a great one for her. I always think about them playing Hole for Nat in the pilot, and I love that choice for her. But I don't think Hole is like the music for that scene.
Them playing Hole? Is that what you said?
Yeah, I think they play Miss World, I think.
Miss World.
No, they did today. Yeah.
Wait, no.
When Jackie.
No, it's when at the fire.
Greatest. Oh, what
it was. They played Miss World when Natalie was leaving rehab.
Yes, you're right. You're right.
Yeah,
you're right. You're right. I was just asking if you could foresee a better. I thought it was wonderful, but I think I just wanted to ask, like, could you see another 90s song, like alternative song during that chase scene?
I think that was perfect. I don't know.
I think it was too, but I know other people that have said other things.
I think Smashing Pumpkins as a band is like a great choice for Nat.
Oh, they're perfect.
Like Papa Roach was perfect for Jeff. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So perfect.
My life into pieces. This is my last resort.
This is so good.
Yes.
Yeah, Danielle Elizabeth. Walter can help him escape with that boat. That's what I was thinking too.
Yes.
Always do what the cookie says. I just saw Lexi pop in here. Hey, Lexi. Good.
Hey,
to see
Lexi.
you. Hey guys,
Hello, Lexi.
I got the Mad Lib done.
Yay!
So let's read it real quick. Okay. Well, what was I supposed to do? Let her sit? I'd already held her captive in my park for like a week. Sounds like your high-calorie butt meat was really silly. Oh, wait. Maybe that was her high-calorie butt meat. Look, the only reason I hunted her in the first place was because I thought she was the Dalai Lama. I was trying to protect us. Little did I know that meanwhile, Amelia Earhart was being seduced by this shifty Keebler elf whose only real intent was to get his hot dogs at her old nuggets and extort us.
Whoa.
Why am I the only bad guy when the Pope has been holding someone captive in his library and the FBI has been going around asking questions about Nora Roberts? The FBI was me. Technically, it was my warthog, King Charles. We were trying to find out who had kidnapped the Peanut Man, and we knew that Mother Teresa had been staying at the same bowling alley. So Alf impersonated an FBI agent and interrogated Jemima on his roller skates, not Mother Teresa's roller skates. It wasn't a terribly euphoric interrogation, at least not at first. He was like paralyzed with jealousy, which is strange for a cumbersome man. And then he mentioned Pamela. I mean, they're best friends, so probably. Now, it was more like in a tired way, like they had done something that he was famished about. And I didn't really give it much thought at the time, but there's another person who had access to those nuggets the whole time. You found bone marrow in your cabin. You assumed it was from Krista, but really, it makes a lot more sense if it was from Pamela. Amelia Earhart, was your Messiah the one who sent the cookie? Was your fucking baby the one bloodletting us?
That's so funny.
Oh my god. Yeah, that was good. That one's the best one.
God.
Oh my god, I totally forgot about that song, Straw Dogs, Zucchini's Juice by Live. Holy shit. I completely forgot. Zero. Yeah, Zero is probably my favorite Smashing Pumpkins song, actually. Valor, we got another Twitch person. Oh my god.
Yay. And no, this is live, not a recording.
Yeah. Wait, Gregory just said, please fix the audio. What?
Oh, a little later he wrote that it was on his end, not ours.
Oh, I see that. Okay. I was like, God, I didn't realize. I was like freaking out. I was about to freak out. I'm like,
normally
what's happening?
Normally it's me.
Yeah. No, I really think oh, look up the lyrics for Who Will Love Me Now. Oh, Straw Dog 78. I saw you actually comment that. I've had such a rough week. I've had no time to respond to comments, and I've been trying to find time. But I did see you leave that comment. I love PJ Harvey, and that's a good one. The PJ Harvey song that I keep thinking about, though, as they have to put it in the show, is Long Snake Moan.
Long Snake. Yep, I agree.
Yeah, that song is the show. It's, oh my god, everybody look up the lyrics. Look up the lyrics for Who Will Love Me Now and Long Snake Moan, both by PJ Harvey. Oh, did you? Yeah. We talked a lot about Javi. Oh my god. I'm 20 years old. I barely recognize any of the music.
Oh, it makes me feel so old.
M blank making us all feel old here.
You're gonna make me feel old.
Oh my god, that's so funny.
Oh god.
Yeah, still waiting for Radiohead. Yeah.
Listen, the music in the 90s was the best music, so just it's all good.
Well, we did get one Radiohead song. We got Climbing Up the Walls.
But, fuck, I can't. I will never be able to listen to it the same way.
Yeah.
Ever again.
No, the Radiohead song that I would love to hear in the show is Street Spirit. That's my favorite
Sun. Yes, I can handle some Soundgarden. Black Hole Sun.
Why would Walter say he was Moriarty looking for his Sherlock unless he actively wants to challenge Misty and foil her plans?
We talked about this.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm really thinking that I'm really thinking that was his plan, but he ended up getting feelings. Krista, oh God, I'm so old. Where are my heart pills?
Where are my heart pills?
That's hilarious. Oh my gosh, Alana, you graduated high school the year after I did. Yeah, so yeah, you're probably like getting excited by all the same stuff I am. Yeah.
Listen
I was
now.
really... What's that?
I said, listen now. It doesn't mean that we don't like 90s. If we graduated later on, like as millennials, we still like that stuff.
Yeah. I'm more. I consider myself.
We appreciate it. Put it that way.
Yeah. I like if I look up the year of my birth, I usually get that I'm Gen X, but sometimes I get Xennial. I relate way more to Xennial. The Oregon Trail generation.
What was your year?
76. So I was like at the very tail end.
Yeah, you're on the end of Gen X. Yeah.
I understand the whole Xennial time period more than
I am a elder millennial.
Oh, based on the
footage, I was the last generation that had a life outside of social media, I guess.
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah, as a child and teenager.
Guys, I know Fayfire has a video going up soon about the whole playing cards thing. Our recap, our 3-hour-long recap.
I can't wait. I cannot wait. I can't wait.
I may post that one. I may post that a day early, actually. I
can't wait. I know. Pamela and I are like, yay!
Well, we'll see. I may, yeah. I might want to give that one an extra day, so I might post it early.
It's just me listening to Kelly's voice, like cleaning my house, doing my whole
or like
24
driving or like whatever. Yes,
that would be awesome. But my husband was telling me, and I meant to listen to it today, but I was so exhausted that I just I totally forgot about it. I listened to the Stuff You Should. We both listened to the Stuff You Should Know podcast, but I'm not caught up with it. And he was telling me that they just did an episode on like playing card symbology.
Oh,
yeah. So I need to.
Interesting.
I need to do a playlist of all the covers for the No Return song.
Oh, yeah, they're so good.
I wasn't that crazy about the second Alanis version.
No, I wasn't either. One. I like the first one. I wasn't crazy about
a lot.
I wasn't crazy about
whatever I can get. I was like, come on.
The slower one, I wasn't as crazy about. I agree.
Yeah. Oh, that's so funny. Alana, who graduated a year after me, relates far more to Gen X. That's so funny. Like she said, you're behind me, but we both I relate more to the Xennials, and she's more Gen X. That's really funny.
What is Xennials though? What
Gen X millennial cusp?
Yeah,
like what I would be considered then. I don't know. No, am I considered that? I don't know.
See, okay, if you remember the 10 p.m. commercials asking, I don't remember those commercials.
Yes.
For your children. I mean, I remember people talking about them, but I don't remember actually seeing them. So I think your memories just go back further than mine. Because you're younger.
I don't know. I feel like if you remember like certain TV shows like Saved by the Bell, Boy Meets World, stuff like that, like I feel like that's my generation.
You know, I was kind of bummed I didn't get to do superlatives this week, but I may I may just make some afterward and like post episode and then post them later. So I might share them on social media. Well, there's, you know what, Straw Dogs, there is a whatchamacallit, a documentary. It's either on Hulu or Netflix about Miss Cleo.
Yes, it's really good. Watch it. It's really good. It's really good.
Okay, cool.
Cleo, you're talking about like the one that we watched on TV, like the advertisements.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's really good. I think it's on Hulu. Okay. It's really good though.
Oh, if you remember the flag coming on TV when programming went off. I actually do remember that. That I remember. Yeah, God, man. You younger folks have it so
do
good.
You remember?
You have no idea.
Do you remember Cleo, Pamela?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
You don't remember Cleo? Oh my God. And how old are you?
I'm 29. I'm born in 94.
You're only 5 years younger. Oh God.
I'm a millennial, but I consider myself on the zillennial cusp.
Zillennial.
Which is like Gen Z millennial, but I think a Gen Zer would tell me I'm a millennial. So
no, you're not a Gen Z.
Oh, no Small says Miss Cleo was HBO.
No way. It might have been HBO. It's a very good documentary.
Awesome.
I was born in 1989.
Oh my God.
I'm right in the middle.
and blank was born in 2002. My God. Alana. Oh my God. All these memories. Teen party lines. Yes. I totally remember those.
Oh God. Yep. I remember.
Do you actually remember those too?
Yep. I did.
Oh my God. My friends and I, we were like in 7th grade or something, and we'd call them and like say stuff that we thought was really funny at the time, but was just really ridiculous. But yeah, we had sometimes you just couldn't get on the internet because there were too many people on it.
I didn't have internet until I was 17.
TV stopped at night.
My mom didn't let us have internet until I was 17. And then after that, that's when LimeWire came in to effect.
MTV Oddities, yes.
Oh yeah, and MTV was, yep. That's what she did.
MTV Oddities, the head. I loved the head. That was the head was like one of my favorite shows. But oh my God, that's awesome. But yeah, I MTV TRL.
TRL.
Yeah,
yes.
What's that?
TRL. Yes.
Oh yeah. No, it's
I might have gotten home in time to see TRL with Carson Daly, who now is another So yeah,
like, I think the worst part that like the younger folks didn't have to live through that we did, that I'm so jealous about, is that we bought so many CDs for one song. And the CDs, like the CD would end
so
up
many times.
Like
so many
you loved
times.
that one song,
and
then
many
the CD
times.
Just crap.
So many times. And like if it was a single, I might bought the single like the single CD.
Yeah.
Instead, that had like one extra like song on it, you know. Yeah. Like you had like if you liked one song, you had to buy the whole CD for $20.
Yeah, you just had to take a chance.
I mean, it just was what it was.
I mean, a lot of people would sometimes
I will tell you the best investment I ever made on a CD, and I was not even old enough to buy it, but because do you remember On Cue and Sam Goody and all of those stores?
Yeah, Musicland.
Yeah, okay. So we had an On Cue here, and the guy was like totally cool. He was hippie, whatever. And he straight up let me buy the Linkin Park, the first Linkin Park CD, Hybrid Theory. Yeah. That whole CD was amazing. Yeah. And still is amazing. I mean, like, but apart from that, there are so many that it's like, oh, I only had one song that I liked. It was terrible. And you had to pay $20 fucking for one.
I know. It was awful. I need to ask something. Is there anyone here who remembers Musicade? It was a catalog. It was a very, very thin catalog with like flimsy papers, and it was basically just you could order music merch by mail, and they would have, I loved it because they would have like really obscure bands that you wouldn't be able to find stuff for in stores. And it was like, it was like early internet for us. Almost. I don't know if anybody remembers the Musicade catalog, but oh my God, I loved it. Somebody said, oh yeah, Will, I think this happened to all of us. My sister got in trouble with Columbia House. One CD for a penny and then $14.95 after that.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think we all got sucked into that.
Yep. Yeah. It's like you would get a bunch of CDs for a penny, and then it was like they would send you a bunch of CDs, but you had to you were supposed to keep one and pay for the rest or something like that, or send the rest back or something. I can't remember.
It was something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. The Straw Dogs' first CD they ever bought was Nevermind. Mine was The Cure, Kiss Me, Kiss Me, Kiss Me. That was my first CD. And my second one was Tori Amos, Little Earthquakes. I remember my first two CDs. I don't remember anything after that.
I'm going to tell my age. Do you know what the first CD I ever bought was?
What's that?
Or ever got. Gifted to me. Not got, but gifted to me. Hanson.
Oh, that's so amazing.
That was the first CD ever, and then it was Spice Girls. And you know what? Gosh. I am glad to say that Spice Girls was my generation, because you know what? They're still freaking great.
Yeah. Yeah. Courtney's like, what'd
you say?
You guys are like seriously blowing my mind with like bringing back the memories. I remember putting the TV on channel 3 for games. Yeah. Oh my God. Yikes. All of this stuff. Oh, okay. Will Smalls, I gotta call this out. His first CD was Tori Amos, Boys for Pele. That is one of my all-time favorite
Tori
albums.
Amos. That's a good one.
Boys for Pele is one of my all-time favorite albums. Definitely my favorite of hers.
That's a good one.
It's Hey Jupiter is like one of my favorite songs of all time.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I love it.
I'll be honest. I am still waiting on them to play Bush.
Oh. Yeah.
Are you a Bush fan at all?
I could see maybe like Machine Head.
What?
Machine Head. Like Machine Head would be a good one.
Machine Head would be a good one, or even Greedy Fly. I see Greedy Fly.
Yeah, I could see that for sure.
Yeah.
All right. I'm kind of pooped, so I think I'm gonna end it here. I could seriously go all night. You guys are so much. I have so much fun doing this. I'm so grateful for all of you. Seriously, like you have no idea. I mean, I almost quit so many times just because of all the harassment and just constantly exposing myself to it. And like everyone here has just like,
I ain't gonna let your ass quit.
Nope. Oh my God.
Not gonna let your ass quit. Nope.
Seriously. Like I'm so happy that like I'm still here because of all the support that I've gotten from all of you. So it's I'm so happy. So I can't.
I'm happy that you're happy though.
Yes.
Like, for real.
I wanted to just, shout out a reminder that I do have a fundraiser going on right now for, let me go back and hide Will's comment here really quick. I have a fundraiser going on right now to try to get surgery. And I want to say I'm now a fifth of the way covered. So I reached $1,000. So thank you guys so much. So I still have 4,000 more to go. So like if you'd be so kind to share it on your social media, that would be amazing. This surgery would change everything for me. I know exactly what needs to be done. I mean, it's gonna be fine if I can get it, but it's paying for it. I do want to call out, man, Will Smalls, you got some great comments tonight. Will Smalls said I liked your pod with Bald Move. I love those guys. Yeah, I am such a fan of theirs and have been since 2013. I implore you all to go check out baldmove.com. If you're just now getting into Walking Dead, or if you feel like you want to go back and listen to podcasts about it, Watching Dead is like my favorite podcast ever. They're so funny. They trash on the show a lot, but they do it in a way that they're not being assholes or overly negative. It's really funny. They're just absolutely hilarious. So absolutely go check them out. They have a Yellowjackets podcast too, Bureau of Citizen Detectives. And they are also on YouTube too. So like I'm always about, supporting the other Yellowjackets content creators, most of them.
Yay. I haven't interacted with, like, I meant to reach out to some of the newer podcasts because I haven't connected with them yet, but like everyone that I had connected with,
I was gonna say there's a few newer ones that I think you need to hook up with, because
Will. No, sorry. No, you were not overspeaking anybody. I was just commenting that that you were just like coming with the great comments tonight. It's just like all of your comments are bangers tonight.
Yeah, they were. Absolutely.
Yeah. So I'm gonna sign out. I'm tired. Pamela and Jade, thanks so much for popping on. I'm always happy to have you guys.
Nice to meet you, Pamela.
Oh, great to finally be on this.
I've never actually talked to you.
And Pamela, awesome. Pamela, do you have a few minutes?
Oh yeah, sure.
Okay, can you stay on after we?
Yeah, well, let's talk.
Okay.
Yay!
Sorry, guys. Okay. All right. We are out of here. Thank you so much. a million thanks. I'm so grateful. I'm gonna like eventually put something up on my channel, like with all of your names and everything who's like contributed in some way, shape, or form. So I will see you guys soon. Peace, love, and Yellowjackets, everybody.
Peace, love, and Yellowjackets.